All right, we are live. We are recording an interview right now. Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer Odi, and I am a member of CFJ, that stands for Center for Justice, Freedom and Justice, Colorado. And we are a nonprofit that's based in Denver, Colorado. And our mission is to provide education about and support to Beit Ummar. It's a town in Palestine. And we're having this big event October 8th. And so we're really happy that everyone can join us, what will be today, to see Bessan Adi. She's the director of CFJ in Palestine. And so we want to know a little bit more about her, since our efforts will largely be supporting some of the work that they do. So Bessan, thank you so much for joining us today. It's really good to see you. And why don't you start off telling us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Bessan Adi. I'm a Palestinian woman. I'm 27 years old, and I live in Beit Ummar town. It's where the Center for Freedom and Justice is. I work as the director of the Center for Freedom and Justice since 4 years now. And yeah, that's if you'd like to know anything more about it, let me know.
All right, thank you. That's a good background. So you are in Beit Ummar.
Yeah.
How long have you lived there?
Since I was born, I'm living here since birth. So yeah, my whole life is in Beit Ummar.
Okay. And in the 27 years that you've been there, you've seen a lot happen. A lot's changed, a lot goes on all the time. For those of
Yeah.
us folks here in the United States, could you give us a glimpse or tell us about what daily life is like in Beit Umar?
For people in the United States, you might not be able to imagine life here in Palestine. I just Beit Ummar town because really life here is really hard. In too many sides, specifically political and economic side. So we all know that we're under Israeli occupation, and that is like itself like it takes too much of our life. All the difficulties that we are facing, all like attacks from the Israeli soldiers, and I believe we share with you too many videos, and like pictures, and that barely can like show or reflect a small picture of what's really happening. We're suffering from raids, closing the entrance of the town just for annoying the citizens here. Like imprisoning many young and old people, even imprisoning women. Um, we are not free to move here and there. I myself, like we have a sea near Betumar, near Palestine. I cannot go to unless I have a permit, and I did not go there until like since 2012. And I was like just looking forward to have a permit to go, but I did not have really the chance to go there or get the permit. And many people are forbidden from taking it just because their sons or their like the husband has been imprisoned or something like that. So anything related to politics, we cannot go or get a permit and go to Jerusalem or visit cities, other cities in Palestine. So it's not really like the best life in the world. It's really hard for people here. And everything also on the other side is getting so expensive. I believe everywhere in the world, but you can imagine what it's like to everything is expensive, the salary is the same. People are really suffering from that as well. But life goes on. We're able to adapt with what is happening. I mean, the schools are still open, people go to work. We try to live our daily life as much as possible, but it's really not easy. And that's why we always invite people from abroad to come and see themselves. I mean, sometimes when I tell or anyone here in Beitumar, when he or she tells what is happening, they just don't believe it. They cannot imagine that this is real. But when they come, they can just have the idea of like, wow, there's really like some really hard living conditions that you are living in, and they really appreciate their own life here, away in other countries. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, so it's really not the easiest thing. But as I told you, people here are strong. They like to live. We celebrate, we party, and we still fight at the same time.
You are very strong. Thank you so much for that overview, and for telling us that there's that strength there too. It's not all doom and gloom, even though so many bad things happen. That just shows the strength of the human person.
Yeah, of course, we cannot just go and whine about what is happening here and cry about it without doing anything. No, as I told you, we are living. We focus a lot on education. We can find too many doctors and too many engineers and too many like smart people and too many ambitious students and uh, people who want to be like a big thing in like in society and who want to really help and do great things for their families and for Palestine. So yeah, I believe like really Palestinians are really ambitious people and they're really strong.
That is wonderful. So let's back up a second. Then you're talking about the permits that you need to go anywhere, how it's so difficult even to be able to get to the sea. Can you
Yeah.
tell us where Beit Ummar is located within Israel and actually how close it is to Bethlehem and Jerusalem?
Okay, so Beit Ummar is on Road 60. It's between Hebron city and Bethlehem. So we are almost like let's say 20 minutes away from Bethlehem. But now with also with more of the Israelis procedures what they are doing now, road takes might take like 20 minutes to like to 40. It's they are making changes in the roads and everything so they can make it more comfort to the Israelis but less comfort and less easier to move for Palestinians.
Right.
So the road that used to take 15 to 20 minutes now takes 40 or more minutes because they made lots of traffic due to changes in the roads on Road 60 and other roads in other towns.
Right. Okay. So yeah, freedom of movement is largely restricted, and it's not so easy as just to say, "I'll go visit a family member somewhere." You really have to map out where they are and how to get to them.
Definitely, it's not really easy to go anywhere. Like if I want to go, for example, to Jerusalem, we have to go get something that's called Mumagnat, and after that we will have time. We have to pay for this, and then if they accept it, we take the permit, and then the permit might be just for some hours, not for or for one day, no more. And then we have to go like through some like checkpoints and like you go through they check you all the time. Every now and then you have to put your fingerprint, they have to take your ID. So it's really like very annoying, especially when it's very hot or really wintry time.
Right.
So it's not easy even for workers who want to go to work in Jerusalem.
Right.
You not believe like you can see around 50 people like crowded and just waiting, not in line but waiting just to get in, and all of what they are facing of, as I told you, they have to give the fingerprints and check points every now and then, so it's really not easy.
Right. Wow. And that's very difficult, and including all of the raids that you talked about,
Yeah.
people being thrown in prison, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you are very familiar with people that that's happened to.
Yeah, raids might be at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. They come when people are sleeping just to catch the kids or the men that they need to catch. They can like destroy the houses. They can take computer, money, anything they find. And of course, we cannot do anything about it because they will just shoot you. Um, so it is not like they can take to prison anyone. They can just say someone witnessed them like throwing stones at them, for example. These would be like the silly charges that they would take you for. And they can take you up to 4 years in prison or 5 years or 16 years or too many years, you know. So
Right.
really
Wow.
like thinking about it and telling about it. Sometimes I try to ignore just telling people about the conditions because it really makes me like what we're facing here is really not easy. Sometimes people all the time want to leave Palestine. They feel like desperate. They want to be away from all of these challenging situations, but then we're like it's our country, we have to fight for it and so on.
Right. And that strength and that ambition. Let's talk about that for a second, because there's all this political difficulty, this occupation, the economic challenges that you talked about, and yet you have this strength. And so out of the grounds of Palestine came this beautiful movement and this beautiful organization, the Center for Freedom and Justice, of which you are a director. Can you tell us a little bit about how that formed and why?
Okay. So people here are used to use, to fight Israelis like with stones and, fighting. But so far we can see that this does not do anything. It just reflects negatively on our people. I mean, people are getting killed or imprisoned. So it doesn't do anything for us. So we thought that we have to do projects, sustainable development projects that improve our community and that will help people, get busy in something that is really useful for them and improves the lives here and gives them income. And that way, this is like a way of resistance, but non-violence resistance. You know what I mean? So that's where the idea came from. We thought instead of just, spending time in vain, literally, just, fighting and all this is not, it does not do something really for us. So we thought we do projects, of course, with the help of other local and international organizations. And this way, this will help people be more resilient and want to stay here and, have better lives. So this is the idea. We started in 2008 and officially we were registered in 2010. And we did too many things since then. Too
Yeah,
many.
so it's a great way of resistance and a great way to support yourself. So this group came together and formed this organization. And what does that look like on the ground every day? So if someone did come to see all the projects you do, give us a glimpse of what you're doing as a daily activity.
Okay, as a daily activity, or I can like tell you more about what we have done so far about
Yes.
our.
Mm-hmm.
We like one of our really big projects is Beit Ummar Park. It was like a place that was almost abandoned. People don't go to. It was really big area. So we reestablished it, let's say, and we added many facilities to it. So we added the football stadium in cooperation with Norway. Our friends in Norway. We established a swimming pool. We have a theater, of course, that too many people supported. And we have a cafe of 2 floors. We have a restaurant. And we're actually planning for many more things, including like we want to make something like a museum because in the park there's a tree and the building that is over 1,000 years old. So we want to put things related to Beit Ummar history inside it, and we're working on this. Also, we have the local market project that is aiming to empower women economically. As you know, Betumar is an agricultural town, so many women here know how to make food products and other products, not just food products, but mainly food products. So we gave them the equipment needed, and we gave them like the fruit thing, and they or vegetables, and they made great and very delicious products that we sold here and also abroad. So we also had the goat farm project, and also it is to empower women,
Mm-hmm.
where many women also know how to make dairy products, and they did that and they sold their products. It was really good, but with COVID-19, that really affected this project very a lot. But we are trying to rebuild it again. We also had like simple projects and activities with you, for example, distributing the bags on children in schools, in different schools in Beit Umar. We let me think about it. Summer camps in cooperation with you, like many times, and they were really wonderful summer camps, especially like the last one because we had a theater. It was very useful for it. And yeah, like think about it, we really did really good things and too many things that I'm really proud of. And yeah, we have much more plans coming that we are currently working on.
Okay. Wow. That is an amazing list of things, all the agricultural support, working with the local women to get their food products sold, economic independence for them, all the work with the children.
Yeah,
Um,
with farmers, we have another land that we brought farmers to, and they planted with different types of vegetables. We provided them with the greenhouses, so that also enabled them economically and made them a place to work in, basically. Yeah. So we focused on more than just one group, like women, youth, and farmers.
Wonderful. and so much on the children too. What would be a reaction from one of the kids, or what do you think that this does for the kids to be able to see so much great work happening from people who are like them, elders in their community that they respect, doing such great work? Do they see their smiling faces? Kind of what's their reaction to this great work
You
that they
know,
get to participate in?
yeah, with all that is happening now, people did not expect really of us to do all of these things. So now that they came to life, they are now, okay, you are really able to do this. I mean, when we had the idea, for example, of making the theater, they were like, oh yeah, theater, fine, yeah, we'll see. Then it came to life, and then wow, we really can do something. It's not just talking. And all of this, of course, is the help with the help of international organizations. As for our like projects for the kids, they're really excited about it. I mean, when we did the summer camps and announced them, like more than 200 kids came to register, and we try to fit as much as possible, because it's a place that has to contain not that big number. And they did many many good activities, like in art and sport, and like they were very creative in making plays, learning English. Too many new activities for them. They learned how to make cars with batteries and small things related to technology. So that was all new to them, and every year we're trying to do something new. And we try to host volunteers so they can be active with international people, because that is not so known here for them.
Right.
So this year we had Christopher and also from Norway, and kids were really happy about that. They were interacting with them and playing with them all the time, and they were encouraged, for example, to go pick up rubbish from the ground and do all things and activities together. So that really make them take that time to have fun instead of just being upset. And it made them spend some good time and forget about what is happening for a while in their town. So just
Right.
to, yeah, to spend this energy in a good and useful thing instead of going for violence
Right.
and doing all of these bad
So
things for
they
basically.
basically get to be children then, so that's
Yeah, of
good. And
course.
what a good reinvestment in the community, to bolster the children. So, with all this great work that you're doing there, and you mentioned support from the international community, which is what we're doing on this big day on October 8th here in Denver, Colorado, in the United States. This event that we're hosting, called Together with Palestine. When you hear of groups doing things like this around the world, recognizing you and partnering with you and having that solidarity, how does that make you feel? And what do you hope that attendees of these events will get out of these sorts of activities?
When I really like, honestly, when I heard that you are doing this event, I was like, I wish I was there. It
We
was
wish
so
that too.
pictures and videos, and I wanted to contribute in any possible way. I was really excited about it because this will help people know more about Palestine, like maybe some, like get a really a glimpse of what Palestine is and what beautiful things it has. And also, you know makes me really like emotional somehow. In other countries, when they do things about Palestine, this is my country, like this is my place that I want others to know about and learn more about. So of course it makes me really excited and happy. I want people to see that part of a culture that they maybe don't know about, and to see the struggle and also see the hope that we are living in. So excited, emotional, very happy, want to be there but can't. So all of this, what I want people to come out from this event, I want them to learn about us and to try to, I don't know, support Palestine in any possible way. Even just like come for a visit, try to contact Palestinians, try to contact us. We can tell you many things about it. We can get your help or help you, I don't know, in many ways. So at least they get to know about us and see how our lives is. Thank God for their good lives. And I hope this encourages them to make a visit here. We would really be happy to welcome them and host anyone who would love to come and show them around. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Bessan. I'm going to put our little banner up here at the bottom. So if anyone
Yeah.
has any questions for Bessan or needs to get in touch with CFJ Colorado or CFJ-Beit Ummar, you can feel free
Yeah.
to go to our website or to email us or to send us a letter the good old-fashioned way. So Bessan, best wishes in the tremendous work you do, in your struggle, in that great affirmative, positive attitude that you have and that ambition. And we just admire everything you do every day. So thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Jennifer, and really thank you for all of the effort that you have done with us so far and for planning for this event. And send me lots of pictures and lots of videos. Maybe next time I'm with you to participate, who knows?
Yes.
Wishes, Jennifer. Thank you.
Yeah, inshallah, as you say, right, Basan? And shukran for the video. I know a little bit of Arabic. And I'll end the broadcast, but I'll go ahead and thank you in another second. So thank you, everyone.